What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Today I am on my alt account here, and we will be pulling for this extra legendary event that's going on right now for another 15 hours or so as of time of this recording. Now, these are one of the most exciting events that is in this game, where you can get 2 legendaries for the price of 1. So right now we have this event going on right now. The rates are not boosted, so we're looking at 6% rates. What's up, guys? I'm here to talk to you guys about Marvel Strike Force, a free mobile squad RPG game where you collect and assemble your favorite team of superheroes or supervillains to save the universe. Your goal is to power up your favorite characters, to unlock gear, resources, complete missions, and then of course beat each other in PvP action. Make sure you guys check out Marvel Strike Force using the link in the description below, or scan my QR code and download the game for free. Let's talk more about the characters you can get in Marvel Strike Force. If you're a brand new player, you can get a bunch of cool characters within the first 30 days, including Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor, and more. Up to 17 total characters in the first 30 days. Challenge yourself in different game modes like Campaign, Blitz, and the Arena, as well as participate in Alliance Wars, which is a massive weekly battle. Also, be creative, make some cool team compositions, using your favorite characters, of course. To celebrate Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four release, Marvel Strike Force is giving away a full Fantastic Four team for free. For a limited time, use the promo code MSF4 to unlock Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, The Thing, and the Human Torch. This team will help you progress through the early game and through PvP modes like Arena and Alliance Wars. The promo code MSF4 will be available until September 30th, guys, so make sure you guys jump on it. Once again, if you guys want to check out Marvel Strike Force, make sure you guys use the link in the description below or use the QR code right here. Thanks so much for watching, and back to the video. And we do have a progressive event happening right now. There's some nice champions here, but the one that I really want for this account, I think, is Otherion. I do have a Rhodos on this account that I've invested heavily in. He's 6-star as well, and one of my main arena damage dealers. I don't have these other 3 champions, but to me, Otherion is the most impactful because he brings the AoE block buffs, as well as he brings max HP damage, and he's probably the one that I don't want, and I'm probably the one that I will most likely use in some kind of content. Now, if you guys missed it, there was another single day progressive event with this extra legendary event happening yesterday, and I had all those champions: Armand, Fabian, Harima. So I didn't want any of those champions, so I didn't want to go for that progressive event. So instead, I will go for this progressive event with Otherion. Now, keep in mind that it says X15 chance here. Like, you're still looking at about a 7% chance of getting this champion if you pull a legendary. The fact that your legendary rate is still only 6%, the chance of you getting getting a legendary is low, and the chance of you getting the desired legendary is low as well. Now, the reason I'm pulling on my alt account and not my main account is because my main account actually has a little bit less sacred shards. It only has a handful, while this account has 34 sacred shards, so I can afford to pull some. And also for this account, you can kind of see here with the RSL helper Mercy Tracker, we are at 17 since our last legendary. So that means every single void sacred shard, we pull from this point on gets an additional 2% boost. So we're starting our first pull with 16% chance at Lego, and then each sacred shard will be 2% increasing until we get our Lego, which will be 2 Legos. So I usually recommend people, if they have 1, a lot of sacred shards that they're willing to spend, and 2, if they're way above the 12 mercy. So mercy starts at 12. If you're way above it, then definitely look at trying to go for some extra value by pulling an extra legendary. But the other thing to keep in mind here is that recently it was just announced that this weekend we are going to be having a Heroes Path event for Shayk's. The champion is going to be up for grab, and the Crocad Soul is going to be up for grab as well. So we have to be kind of prepared for the weekend as well in terms of having shards. I'm estimating 20 sacred shards worth of points for either Crocad or Packmaster Shayak. Luckily, I do have Packmaster Shayak from the fusion from last year, so I don't have to worry about that. So I just have to worry about getting his 5-star soul, and I'll probably use him in some future Hydra teams. Now, the other component to that weekend event is dungeon diving. I'm not really swimming in gems right now, so that's not going to be a huge area of points that I can get. But I do have shards. I have 200 ancient shards and 200 void shards. And of course, my remaining sacred shards from this pull session will probably go into that. Unfortunately, that means I'll probably just be left with very few sacred shards heading into next week, which will likely be the next fusion. Crazy how crazy yeah, Plarium's got us in terms of spending resources. I remember not too long ago I had like 50 60 sacred shards, and it's very easy to spend them. There's so much stuff to get in this game, and you know, getting guaranteed things from your shards is always a good thing, right? So it's tough. There's just so much things to do in this game, and you have finite resources, so you just gotta be really focused on what you really want and what you really want to go for. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's jump into this. We're going to go for Ethereon here. We got 34 Sacred Shards. Let's see if we get lucky. Maybe we can pull it on, you know, a handful, and that would be ideal. So I think we're good to go. All right. Best of luck. Each one of these, 16% to start. Oh, we got on the first hit. Let's go. Let's go, guys. We got on the first hit. Scripted. Of course, no Ethereon. Honestly, you can't even script this even better. On the first poll, on our 18th shard, which means that we were pulling with about 16 or 18% odds. Yeah, we got pretty lucky, and we got two kind of like Gurptuk is great and Corvus is great in their own way. I mean, Gurptuk's going to be really good for like teams that have Trunda or Titus. You can even put him in Titus teams because he brings the block buffs. And then his poison boost is actually pretty significant. One of the best damage boosting champions in the game, to be honest. Gurptuk, if you can take advantage of the poison boost, because you get 3 poisons at 7.5% each. So you're looking at 22.5% damage boost. Which is significant. And he can also land his A1 continuous heals. So if you put him in a 9-piece protection, if you have him with ally attack champions, he'll be constantly placing the continuous heals, which will have, you know, for example, damage boost if you have a 9-piece protection set on Gurptuk. And then he's going to be boosting your Trunda or Titus with the poisons, which is 22.5% boost. So he's actually a huge damage boosting or damage enabling champion. I think both my accounts have him now. This guy might be my second on this account, so I'll just double check if he's a faction guardian. And then Corvus the Corruptor, he's actually a really solid champion as well. Poisons is his game. He's got an A1 decreased attack here, so he's kind of decent against clan boss. He's got an A2 3-turn cooldown. It's a double hit. First hit will increase the duration of debuffs on the enemy, and the second hit increases the duration of all ally buffs. Obviously, 3-turn buff duration increase. You know, super high value now, especially with Titus teams. So he can be an option as well. Decreased attack can be really good against, for example, like Chimera or something if you need the decreased attack. Although Wixwell does bring decreased attacks as well. So, you know, this ability is not going to be as good. And then he brings an A3 here with a chance to place 2 poisons with the poison sensitivity as well. Maybe it's good for Chimera trials or something like that. But certainly it's going to be good against somebody like the clan boss, where he takes a lot of damage from poisons over time. And then his passive here, decrease the damage enemies under poison debuffs inflicts upon us. So you basically get a bit of damage reduction if they're under poisons, up to 25% damage reduction. Not too shabby. Synergizes pretty well with this kit. Also has the debuff extension as well. So yeah, all of this is very nice. He's a solid champion. Let me just double check. Oh, I didn't notice that he has snakes around his armor, which is interesting. Kind of pairs up well to his poison theme. But yeah, there we go. We pulled 1 sacred shard. That's the best. And we got it. Let me just double check my faction guardians. Did we get a little boost here? Our orcs are full already, and that is our first Gurptuk, so we're happy about that. We don't have Gurptuk on this account, and that is our first Corvus. So we pulled 2 new champions, which is pretty cool. Maybe they can be useful, actually. Corvus with the buff extension. I could use another buff extender for some options. But yeah, can't really complain. We pulled it from 1 sacred shard, so we got 33 sacred shards going into the weekend. So this account is fully juiced up, ready to go. We're going to pick up that 5-star Crocat Soul without too many issues. All right, that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys got for this 1+1 event, if you guys went for it. And let me know if you guys are excited for this weekend's Crowcat 5-star soul event or Packmaster event. Hopefully you guys don't need both. Hopefully you guys don't need both because it's going to be super expensive. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.